Oh, wow, what a turnaround. This is genuinely the type of ruthlessness we need. Ruben Amorim is finally being ruthless, and Andre Onana has been dropped. Andre Onana officially dropped by Ruben Amorim, and a lot of fans were asking about the question. Yo, Ruben, this man is always underperforming. This man is always costing us games. So this is a major decision. Obviously, we can see what Fabrizio Romano has to say. He says Ruben Amorim told Andre Onana about his decision after the Lyon game. So after this game, Ruben Amorim told Onana, you're not gonna be part of my squad for the Newcastle game. But Fabrizio Romano goes on to say, while the goalkeeper is expected to return. So Andre Onana is expected to return for Man United. This is probably a one-time situation where he gets dropped, and Ruben Amorim is trying to actually make a statement. He's trying to make a statement that, okay, if you cost us games, you will be dropped. If you cost us a lot of matches, you will be dropped. So this is genuinely extremely massive that, yo, Andre Onana dropped for Manchester United. I think a decision like this was coming because this guy has been costing us so many games, and it's about time that we just let this man go, right? Obviously, Andre Onana, as a human being, I don't hate him. But as a goalkeeper, brother, you can't be making mistakes like that. You can't be costing the team like this. So it's major from Ruben Amorim. This is the type of ruthlessness we need at Manchester United. These are the types of decisions we actually need. Okay, Onana, you're not doing well. I gotta let you go. You're not doing well. I gotta actually drop you and say goodbye. It's time to genuinely say goodbye to Andre Onana, right? And a lot of sources are saying that this man might be headed to Saudi. So it might be the start of the downfall, the end of Andre Onana. Obviously, a lot of people will say, hey, we should have gotten rid of Onana after that Champions League howler. He was costing us games in the Champions League, this and that. And it's a chance for Altay Bindia against Newcastle. Of course, it's a one-game thing, but against Newcastle, it's a chance for Altay Bindia. So Altay, let's see how this guy genuinely performs. But it's just about taking yourselves to the next level, Man United. Andre Onana has been a liability. We can all agree on that. That yo, this guy has been a liability. It's too bad that he's gonna return, right? Obviously, what Fabrizio Romano is saying, the words Fabrizio Romano is using. Okay, Thursday second leg, Onana will be in the squad. Whether he'll play, it's up to Altay Bindia. And Tom Heaton, man. Tom Heaton should be above Andre Onana. After all those mistakes, after all those results that Andre Onana has cost Man United week in, week out, it's just it's just something healthy that, okay, now we have some type of competition. It sends a message that no one is safe. You have a bad performance, you get dropped. And I love this from Ruben Amorim. We need a bit more of this where, okay, this guy ain't performing, you get dropped, you get released. That's what we need at Man United. This is what we need, right? This is what I want from Ruben, because he was doing this at Sporting Lisbon. Players, high profile players, not really performing, he dropped them, he sold them. And this is what we genuinely need. I hope the board back him and say, okay, any player Ruben doesn't want, they sell him. Rashford, attitude problem, we sold him. This and that, we sold him. So it's a great way to start evolving. It's a great way to start moving by getting rid of Andre Onana, by getting rid of people that are genuinely not really offering anything, right? And we have to start moving step by step, Man United, right? It's a situation of, okay, Onana, is he the only player we have to blame? No. There are so many players that have been underperforming, but he's the main one that's costing us games. Great to see that, yo, Ruben, he's been ruthless. He's been the manager we need, the manager we actually want to see. And he's been a guy, he's making the major decisions, man. That's what we need as Manchester United. And also massive news about Cunha, right? Cunha, apparently Man United are big favorites, right? We've seen Cunha in the Premier League. This guy, he is turning up, he is showing up, and apparently we are the favorites for this guy. Apparently, and we saw what he posted on his social media account. He posted it for like 3 minutes on his Instagram story and then deleted it. It feels like he knows this transfer is over the line, right? He's obviously saying, okay, I'm chasing my dreams. Cunha, we've heard him say this multiple times that, okay, my dream is to play for Manchester United. My dream is to be a Manchester United player. So Cunha, looks like this guy might be over the line in a few weeks. We might hear a here we go from Fabrizio Romano for Cunha in a couple of days, man. In a couple of weeks, even before the season ends. I won't be shocked if we hear here we go from Fabrizio Romano, Cunha to Manchester United. So he's really forcing himself out. And the game today against Tottenham, he's been dropped, right? Cunha has been dropped just based on what he did, based on his Instagram story. He has been dropped. Cunha against Tottenham, he won't really feature. He won't really play. The game today, Cunha has been dropped. And it looks like the guy is trying to genuinely force his way out of Wolves. He wants to leave. He wants to go. You can see all the actions he's doing, right? Whether it's an Instagram post, whether 2024 he made an interview with one of his friends, about the United move, right? They were asking him, "Hey, Cunha, what's really going on? Tell us about Man United." And then he said, "Hey, it's a dream to play for such a club, this and that." And today it just nails the coffin into the ceiling because he's been genuinely dropped for Wolves, right? Massive decision. Massive decision for Wolves dropping Cunha. Looks like that transfer is moving extremely fast. We've been hearing so much noise about Cunha. Literally, Cunha to Man United, that's been the hot topic. That's been the hot situation. Yo, this guy is genuinely gonna find himself at Manchester United. So with Cunha, a lot of fans are excited for this guy, right? It's not like we're gonna sign a basic player. But my viewpoint is, hey, sign in every position. Cunha is amazing, but sign in every position, and he's a step. He's a massive step. If you get Cunha over the line, he's a massive step. He's a massive introduction, but as well as get players that can actually add some squad depth as well. Obviously, we're being linked to a lot of young players from Morocco, young players from here, young players from there. Obviously, we can't really judge how good those young players will be. But with Cunha, I think he's gonna make it. If he comes to United, he already has that Premier League experience. That's what a lot of fans ask for. Okay, can we get a player with that Premier League experience? Can we get a player with that Premier League know-how? He knows how to do it in the Premier League. He can genuinely sustain himself. He can get himself some goals. He can get himself into that next level. United, you're just trying to build a team that can compete. Of course, if you don't win Europa League, it's going to be a situation where next season you're just playing one game a week, only Premier League, only FA Cup, only Carabao Cup. So massive step on just focusing on the future, but also have a plan because we've heard Jason Wilcox, apparently he wants younger players. He wants players that are genuinely 16, 18, 17. But I think the viewpoint should be having a balance. You can have young players, but bring in experience like Cunha, bring in experience like guys like Cunha, guys like even Florian Wirtz, but we know the situation with Florian Wirtz. That guy is going to be extremely expensive. My viewpoint is just bring in somebody that can deliver, bring in somebody that can take you to that next level as Man United. So Cunha, he's a massive step for me. If you get that guy over the line, he's a massive step. He won't be too expensive. And we need to actually look to the future. Guys like this, they just they just evolve us to a whole new level, man. A guy like Cunha, he just takes you to a whole new level. He just takes you to like he improves your team, genuinely improves your team. So just looking at the quality we have in attack, I think we do need a massive improvement. And also some news about Garnacho maybe to Saudi, something like that. I don't really believe those stories about Garnacho to Saudi. Apparently, he might find his way to Saudi or something, Italy or Saudi. So I don't really believe those rumors of Garnacho to Saudi. Really, we know Garnacho is ambitious. If he would leave Manchester United, probably he would go to Italy, somewhere like that. Garnacho to Saudi, do I see that happening? Probably not. Onana to Saudi, do I see that happening? It's most likely. It's higher to happen for Onana. Onana going to Saudi, it's higher to happen because with Onana, the wages as well. Yo, which other big team is gonna pay Onana's wages after his bad spell at Man United? We know Andre Onana, he's done a lot in football, right? He's reached a Champions League final, he's done all this, he's done all that. So for Andre Onana after Man United, you will have opportunities, but maybe those opportunities will be somewhere like Saudi. And this is just an indication that 100% United will go for a new striker. 100% Man United will go for that new player to just take them to the next level, right? That new goalkeeper, obviously Suzuki, the Japanese goalie, is he ready for like European football? I've seen him in international football. I haven't seen him for club football. I've seen him for like international football one or two times when Japan were playing, and he's okay. He's okay on the ball, this and that. The only question is, will this guy be ready for European football, right? If you go for a goalkeeper like Suzuki, of course he's doing his thing for Japan here and there, this and that. But will this guy be able to cope with like Premier League football? Suzuki, a young Japanese guy. I don't know. That's the question people need to ask. Okay, yes, he is good on the ball. Okay, yes, he's doing his thing for Japan. But Premier League level, it's way higher than international football. We have to be realistic. We genuinely have to be realistic. The Premier League level is way higher than international football. We see international football week in, week out. We see that week in, week out. You're saying happy Kobe Mano is back. If we let him go, this club is finished. I completely agree with you, but we know, yo, these guys are gonna try to buy to sell. That is the the main viewpoint from a lot of the people on the board. Okay, buy to sell. Let's see what genuinely happens. Let's see how we genuinely move. It's I agree. Okay, young players. With me, it's a mixed feeling about Garnacho, right? It's a mixed feeling. Sometimes he is frustrating, but there's that voice in your mind telling you that okay, he is young, maybe he can improve. He is young, maybe he can up his game. Of course, we know Garnacho is extremely frustrating in a lot of moments, but just some part of me is just telling me, okay, do we need to just be patient with him? Maybe it's just lack of experience. Maybe it's just lack of this, right? The poor decision making. We saw it in the Manchester derby. Bruno Fernandes is here. Garnacho ain't passing. So it's up to the board. What they do is gonna be it's gonna define where we are as a team, as a club, Manchester United, right? Because we want to actually reach a level where you are competitive, reach a level where you are actually trying to win some trophies. That should be the mindset. Okay, let's reach a level where as United you're trying to win some trophies. And I agree with you, bro. Like selling guys like Kobe Mano, although Kobe Mano sometimes he has bad games, but you can see that this guy is still developing. And United, are we the club that develops young players extremely well? That's another aspect that needs to improve, right? improving your young players, improving players like Ilanga. Ilanga had potential. You just sold him instead of trying to take this guy on loan or trying to improve him like this or like that, or try to sell him for a bit more. Even when you sell young players, we sell them for too much, too less, right? Too little. Like the left back that's in Portugal, we could have sold him for a bit more. Look at the talent he was playing in when he was in the Champions League. So United, we always undersell our players and we always overspend on players. So this needs to improve. This genuinely needs to improve. And the point I was making about Suzuki, the Japanese goalkeeper, I don't think he should be your main guy, right? Your main guy saying, okay, this guy, he's never played at the top level. He's never played in like the Champions League, in the Premier League. Let's go out and get a goalkeeper like this. I think Suzuki, he's good for international football. He's good for Japan. But these are the young goalkeepers where you build him up. He should be your second choice goalkeeper. If you go for a guy like Suzuki, the Japanese goalkeeper, he should be your number two. He should be the guy that's a come up. Okay, after somebody like David De Gea, you have Suzuki coming up in the ranks. And right now, Man United, you're regretting selling somebody like Dean Henderson because you keep Dean Henderson as your number two. A situation like this, when Onana is underperforming, you have somebody like Dean Henderson to come in and just become your number one because we can't we have to be realistic. Dean Henderson, he could have grown into a world-class goalkeeper. He had the potential. He had everything. It's not like Dean Henderson was a complete bum. So selling Dean Henderson, now you're looking back at it and saying, wow, okay, yeah, we should have just kept somebody like Dean Henderson, told him, okay, in a few years, you're going to be number one. We're just developing you to become that main guy. And now we're suffering a bit, right? But if you are genuinely going for a goalkeeper, you gotta go all out for somebody unbelievable. Somebody like Emi Martinez at Aston Villa, guys that are unbelievable, guys that can do what they need to do. And yeah, some more massive news about Ryan Cherki, right? Sources are coming out to say, hey, Ryan Cherki. Apparently, Manchester United are leading the race to sign Ryan Cherki. He could cost £20 million. So that is the main story as well today. Ryan Cherki, he could cost £20 million. This is coming from the Mirror. And we know, obviously, because we're playing Lyon, stories like this will always come out. Oh, Man United are favorites to sign Ryan Cherki just because we're playing Lyon in the Europa League. Some of these stories, they are hit and miss, man. They are hit and miss. Do I believe that we are in for Ryan Cherki? I hope so. I hope we are in for a player like him. But overall, stories like this, you can see the timing of the story. We're playing Lyon, and then this story comes out. It might be a situation where these journalists, they're just feeding stories to just make money. So this Ryan Cherki apparently will lead in the race. This guy is an ambitious player, bro. He is ambitious. He genuinely wants to play Champions League. So with Ryan Cherki, that's why he also cost so low, right? He told Lyon, okay, nah, if any top club comes for me, I gotta cost below 25 million. That's what he told Lyon. Do I believe the story of, okay, United are favorites even if we don't get Champions League? I think this guy's ambitious. Ryan Cherki, we hear how he speaks. The guy speaks like, I'm the best, this and that. I want to be the best. He talks a bit like Ronaldo. And would you see somebody with the mindset of Ronaldo going to Man United while we're in so many problems, so many things are happening? Because Ryan Cherki, it's not only Man United chasing him. So many clubs are chasing this guy. Real Madrid after him. Barcelona after him. So it's not like it's only Man United genuinely chasing this guy. It's a lot of clubs. He's performing in France. And obviously, stats are not everything, right? Stats are not everything. But These are the stats for Ryan Cherki so far in the Europa League. So this is the guy we're being linked to. These are the stats for him in the Europa League. I know people don't care about what he's doing in the French league, right? But in the Europa League, 11 games, 3 goals, 8 assists, right? So you got to give him credit for those types of stats in the Europa League. I know people don't genuinely care about his stats in the French league. People don't care about that. So that's why I'm talking about his stats in the Europa League. So these are Ryan Cherki stats in the Europa League, right? 3 goals, 8 assists in 11 games. So that's pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive. And we know Man United are also in the Europa League. How many of our players have 8 assists in the Europa League? None. So Ryan Cherki, he is a good player. Do I believe the rumors, the stories about him being favorites, us leading the race for Ryan Cherki? And even with leading a race, you can lead a race, but if you don't get the guy over the line, it doesn't really mean anything. So this Ryan Cherki to Man United, I still need a more credible journalist to talk about it, right? Of course, fans, you're gonna get hyped. Oh, Ryan Cherki. Ooh, look at how he's literally playing. Ooh, look at how he's literally dribbling. So fans will get excited, but I think we have to wait until a more reliable source talks about it, right? I know we're in for him, but I don't genuinely think we're leading the race because this guy has options. This guy, he's been chased by Barca, he's been chased by Real Madrid. So this man has options. You can see his stats in the Europa League, one of the highest in the competition. So by the end of this Europa League season, I expect him to be in the Europa League team of the year. So he's a good quality player. Are we leading the race? We still need to see like somebody like a David Ornstein, somebody like a Fabrizio Romano. And these are the guys that broke the André Onana news, right? Fabrizio, David Ornstein, these are the guys that genuinely break the major types of news. So the situation with Ryan Cherki, he is a good player, quality individual, quality player. But are we leading the race for this man? We still need a bit more clarification, before we actually say, yo, this guy is literally top level. And also a young 16-year-old, right? A young 16-year-old from Ajax. Apparently, what's his name? His name is extremely hard. Abdullah. I'm just gonna say Abdullah, right? His surname is extremely hard. So Abdullah, he is a Moroccan international. He was playing for the under-17 AFCON Cup. So this is a player we're apparently chasing, and a more reliable source, right? Simon Jones, this guy, he is extremely reliable. So we're chasing this 16-year-old from Ajax, and we know the Ajax Academy. So the Ajax Academy, it has pretty much so many good young talents, so many good young players. Obviously, the Ajax senior team is struggling. It's literally not the Ajax we know, but the Ajax Academy, it has so many young talents. And this guy, Abdullah, he's 16 years old, and we're interested in this guy. We're showing some interest. Obviously, this is a Jason Wilcox type of signing, right? He's 16. He has a bit of talent according to the reports. I've never seen this guy play. He's 16. Abdullah from Ajax. I've never seen this guy play. He's not like Man United academy players where I've actually seen them play. Other academy teams, I don't really watch other academy teams. I don't really watch Ajax Academy or this academy. The only academy teams I watch is probably Man United. Maybe if Man United are playing Chelsea, I'll see their academy. Maybe if Man United are playing Man City, that's when I'll see the Man City academy. But realistically, I don't really know how good this 16-year-old guy is, right? So I trust in Jason Wilcox just based on the players he's brought in already, right? He brought in somebody like Aiden Heaven. Before Aiden Heaven joined Man United, I never knew who he was, right? But now you can see that, oh, this guy's really top level. This guy's really, he's really, he's really the real deal. So we gotta trust what Jason Wilcox is doing, right? And that's why these guys are there. They're here to scout. As us as fans, this 16-year-old, we don't know who he is, but if he comes in, Abdullah, if he comes in, performs, and lights it up at Man United, I'll be saying, hey, fair play to Jason Wilcox. Just the way I'm saying fair play to Jason Wilcox for signing somebody like Aiden Heaven. Aiden Heaven, what a talent, man. That guy has genuinely defined a lot, right? The definition he's brought into Manchester United, the level Aiden Heaven has just brought into our club. What a player, man. You just have to give these guys, Jason Wilcox, all of you, credit for the young players we brought in. Even Lenny Yoro. Of course, Lenny Yoro, he was more well known, right? He was more well known than somebody like a Aiden Heaven. But I'd rather sign somebody like an Aiden Heaven, extremely cheap, unknown, but then he comes in and does an amazing job. Right now, if you'd sell Aiden Heaven, this guy, you'd probably sell him for maybe 20 million, 30 million. You'd triple, double the money you you spend on Aiden Heaven. Like, so Jason Wilcox, he's a board member that I can say, yeah, I 100% trust him. Am I gonna say I 100% trust Sir Jim Ratcliffe? I think Sir Jim, he still needs a bit more time before I say, okay, I 100% trust Sir Jim Ratcliffe. I 100% trust this other guy, that other guy. The only person in the board I 100% believe in is Jason Wilcox. This guy has done things that is making me say, hey, fair play. You know what you're doing. And before, we had people that never knew what they were doing, that were just wasting time, wasting Manchester United's time. So at least now, as a club, you're moving into like a better direction where you're not overspending on players. You're buying young players with potential. And obviously, Cunha, he's going to be massive. He's going to be an improvement. Fair play. But also the young players we're going for. Young, up and coming improvement. And I like this balance. The balance needs to be there. Not only, we shouldn't just do what Chelsea are doing, buying young players, buy young players. Young players with experience, it's going to take you to the next level. And as Man United, all we're praying for is that, yo, these guys that are in the board, they know what they're doing. They know how they're moving. And it's extremely encouraging that, okay, we know what we're doing. And match day today, Onana dropped. It's just positive signs from the manager that, okay, this guy is underperforming. You gotta let him go. You let him go. You drop him. You just send him to Saudi, man. Send Onana to Saudi right now. And obviously, based on what Sir Jim, Fabrizio is saying, Onana will come back, right? It's only the Newcastle game that he's going to genuinely miss. Thursday, he will come back, second leg, according to Fabrizio Romano. So it's only a one game drop for Onana, but he will come back. You're saying Joshua Zirkzee said the header he scored was the exact header. Oh wow, that I didn't know that. So he trained that. And you can see training, it does make a massive difference. It does genuinely make a massive difference. With Joshua Zirkzee, you can see improvement in his game. Really, a lot of improvement in his game. The first 2 months, it wasn't really the best scenario for Joshua Zirkzee. I was saying, okay, Josh, you gotta be doing a bit more. Okay, Josh, where's the Josh we expected to see? And now we can see the Josh we expected to see. Of course, he still has a higher level to go, but it's just encouraging to see that, okay, the guy mentally, he came back after Ruben Amorim subbed him off at halftime. We saw that that scenario of Joshua Zirkzee genuinely. Oh, he said it in an interview with the United stand. Oh, I didn't really see that. I'll watch this. I'll watch that after this. Man, Joshua Zirkzee, he's literally coming up. He's literally coming up. So Credit to him for genuinely finding his form, finding his way, and that's what you want as United fans. Yo, we just want players to perform, right? When I come out here criticize Onana, it doesn't mean I want the guy to do badly. As United fans, when we criticize players, we want the best for them. We want the best out of them. So when I come out here saying, Onana, 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 it doesn't mean I hate this man as a person. I just want the best for Manchester United, right? If me criticizing Onana, it doesn't mean, yo, I hate this man. Nah, I don't hate him. We just get frustrated when you make a mistake. We just get frustrated when you underperform. It's not that, no, we hate you. No, just perform better. And with Andre Onana, the performances might improve. I'm not saying he's gonna be out of this world. I'm not saying he's gonna be the best thing since sliced bread. But Onana, he still has a long way to go to bring a lot of the fans back on his side, right? I think majority of our fan base are done with Andre Onana. The mindset is just okay. Next season, let's get a better goalkeeper because Altai Bindia, is he really good enough for United? It's a doubt. It's a doubt. So next season you do need a goalkeeper. You're feeling good. Yeah, this Newcastle game it's just giving me a different type of feeling as well, bros. It's giving me that feeling of okay, United, we can go out here and genuinely beat Newcastle, genuinely win against these guys. So it's giving you some type of hope, right? That hope of where you're saying, okay, at least we can genuinely do something. And let's hope the game is entertaining, bro. Onana does speak really well, bro. He seems extremely spiritual and it's just the performances. I think a lot of fans can agree that, yo, Andre Onana, you speak well, you do what you do extremely well. And it's not like fans hate you as a human being, right? That's not the situation. They just want the best for Man United. They want a situation where Man United are genuinely winning something. Man United are genuinely winning trophies, going out there performing, going out there delivering. That's what we want for United. So Andre Onana, it's not a situation of, hey, we hate you as a human being. It's a situation of, nah, we want the best for Manchester United. And obviously, some massive news about Liam Delap. Another massive update. He is the number one target for Jason Wilcox. Delap to Man United. He's our number one target as a striker, right? As a striker. Of course, with Liam Delap, there's a yeah, it's not hate for Andre Onana, bro. It's just we want the best for Manchester United. And this Liam Delap situation looks like he's our number one target, right? And obviously, some sources are saying Chelsea are in the race for Delap, Everton are in the race for Delap, but most probably he's gonna go to United. If we genuinely make a bid for Delap, he's coming to United. He literally knows Manchester extremely well. That's a city he's lived in. So Liam Delap, he's Manchester bound. Unless something dramatic genuinely happens, he's Manchester bound. It's just rumors, bro. Like the progress in the Ryan Cherki. Obviously, a lot of sources are saying, hey, Ryan Cherki, we are the favorites, right? But we need a major source so that we can, before we get excited, we need a major source saying, hey, this guy is our main guy. He is the main target. He is the main guy for Manchester United. You're saying it's better to sign Osimhen and make Rasmus our second choice striker. I think with Rasmus, he needs he needs to improve massively. Is it a situation where you make him the second choice and buy somebody like Osimhen, buy somebody like Gyökeres? Because with Liam Delap, it's the same situation as Rasmus. He lacks experience. Only one season in the Premier League. Realistically, he's only played one season in the Premier League. So do you make that guy your number one? Do you put all your eggs in the Liam Delap basket? I think it's extremely risky, right? It is extremely risky to say, okay, we're gonna put all our eggs into this Liam Delap basket. Liam Delap, you're gonna be our number one. It's extremely risky because it might end up being a situation of, okay, another Rasmus situation where he doesn't have the experience, where it doesn't really work out, right? With Rasmus, it's just a situation of lack of experience. That's the same thing with Liam Delap. Liam Delap, only one season in the Premier League, only one season in the top flight football, in professional football. So do you go out there and say, okay, Liam Delap, after one season, you're going to be the main guy for Manchester United? Is that going to genuinely happen? It's a bit risky. You're saying Ryan Cherki was not that impressive. If you watch back the game, just watch it back. Just watch it back, especially his personal highlights, right? I think Ryan Cherki, he created a good chance for Lacazette. He created a good chance in the in the first half as well. So he could have had 2 assists and a goal. So, and the way he was just playing on the ball, right? He wasn't at his best, but you could see attributes of where you're saying, okay, yeah, a better striker gives this guy an assist. A better player gives this guy an assist. With Ryan Cherki, it's still a risk as well. I'm not coming out here and saying, hey, he's the best thing since sliced bread. But my mindset is, hey, just evolve the team, upgrade the team. If this guy is better than what we have, upgrade the team. Because realistically, we're not going to get somebody like Florian Wirtz. That guy wants to go to a club like Real Madrid. He wants to go to a club like Barcelona. Those are the clubs he wants to go to. Clubs that are realistically can win the Champions League. Florian Wirtz, that's where he's at right now. How about Abdullah? Yeah, I talked about him, bro. The Ajax teenager. Apparently, we are extremely interested in him. Ajax teenager Abdullah. He's been doing his thing. Obviously, according to the sources, they say he's a good player. I've never seen him play, so I can't come out here and say yes, this guy is talented. I've never seen him play. I've never watched the Ajax academy play football in my life. So Abdullah, we have to see. If Jason Wilcox believes in this academy guy, I think go out and get him, because we've seen with Jason Wilcox, he has that talent ID. He knows what he's doing. He's a man of football, Jason Wilcox. He's a man of football. So if he wants Abdullah, 16 years old, Man United, go out there and just get the guy over the line, because guys like Abdullah, he will improve your team, right? Just based on what Jason Wilcox is bringing in, the young players he's bringing in. Every young player Jason Wilcox has brought in has talent, bro. We've seen the talent. Like, okay, yeah, Jason. That's why I'm giving the man so much respect. I'm saying, okay, all the players you brought in, Jason Wilcox, they're they're literally sourcing it up. So with Jason Wilcox, I believe in his talent ID. If this Abdullah guy is amazing, then bring him to Manchester United. You're saying, let's see in the second leg. Yeah, that it will be massive in the second leg. Like, let's see how Ryan Cherki actually plays in the second leg, but I hope he has a horrific game, because United, you need to get that Europa League over the line. So, massive, massive update. Will Altay Bindia perform today? I hope so. Will United get into a situation where they are winning games? They are genuinely, realistically looking to do something. I hope so. But yeah, just came here for a quick update. André Onana dropped. Mateus Cunha looks like it's becoming more and more likely. And also Ryan Cherki. So just a few updates. Abdullah, Ryan Cherki, Cunha, and Andre Onana. That is the big one dropped for today's game. That is the major, major one. So I just want to thank everybody that joined this stream. You're saying you should watch the under 17 AFCON Cup for Abdullah. Was he amazing, bro? Was he amazing? Was he amazing? Obviously, we know, yo, he reminds you of Bellingham. So we know that, yo, Jason Wilcox, he has talent ID. This man does have talent ID. So if you're saying Abdullah is amazing, if Jason Wilcox is saying Abdullah is amazing, this guy is 16 years old, hey, we're not really losing anything by signing a 16-year-old, right? He plays for Morocco. Yeah, bro. So we're not losing anything by signing a young, talented 16-year-old. It's literally a benefit for Man United. Okay, if he doesn't do well, you can still sell him. But if he does well, yo, that's a bargain. So signing young players, you never lose anything. You never lose anything. It's not like this guy Abdullah. He's gonna be 100 million, and then you lose a lot of money. You never lose anything by signing young players. Obviously, this guy, he's gonna be less than 10 million, right? Less than 10 million. You haven't really lost anything. Go out there, sign the 16-year-old. He's doing his thing. Apparently, he's a good and up and coming Moroccan talent. So go out there, sign him, and yeah, if he is good, bring him to United. But just want to thank everybody that joined the stream. Yeah, bro, Delap was decent against Lyon. He was, bro. He was, bro. But just came here for a quick update and appreciate everybody that joined the stream, man. That's I'll be live for like the watch along, but let's hope United do their thing against Newcastle United.